the US will look forward to re-establish its Palestinian mission in Jerusalem, according to Blinken. According to US Secretary of State Antony Blinken, the Biden administration intends to move on with its proposal to restore the US Consulate in Jerusalem as part of efforts to strengthen ties with Palestinians. Blinken reaffirmed his commitment to reopening the consulate, which had previously been used as a hub for diplomatic outreach to Palestinians before being shuttered in 2018 by President Joe Biden's predecessor Donald Trump. Blinken, addressing at a press conference in Washington with visiting Israeli Foreign Minister and Sheikh Abdullah of the United Arab Emirates, together announcing a date for the consulate's reopening, which is condemned by Israel's new cross-partisan government. At the State Department, Blinken mentioned, "We'll be moving forward with the process of opening a consulate as part of deepening of those ties with the Palestinians." The Biden government has attempted to maintain a good relationship with Palestinians, which were deeply upset throughout Trump's presidency. The consulate was incorporated into the United States Embassy, which Trump relocated from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem in 2018, a decision praised by Israel but criticized by Palestinians. According to the Biden administration, the consulate will reopen as the embassy remains as it is. Jerusalem is considered Israel's capital in its entirety. East Jerusalem, along with the West Bank and Gaza Strip, was captured by Israel in a 1967 war. Palestinians want it to be the capital of their future state. After a trilateral meeting that was the latest indication of the Biden administration's endorsement of the so-called Abraham Accords, which were largely viewed as a diplomatic win for Trump, Blinken responded to a reporter's question. After decades of hostility, the UAE was the first of 4 Arab countries to normalize relations with Israel previous year. Bahrain, Sudan, and Morocco were among the first to do so. Officials from the Palestinian Authority said they felt deceived by their Arab brothers and sisters for signing agreements with Israel without first demanding progress toward the development of a Palestinian state. Some critics claim that Trump advocated Arab-Israeli reconciliation while neglecting Palestinian ambitions for statehood on territories conquered by Israel during the 1967 Middle East War. The Abraham Accords, according to Biden's administration, are not a viable alternative for a two-state solution between Israelis and Palestinians, a rule of U.S. Middle East strategy that the Democratic president has came back to after Trump strayed from it. However, U.S. officials have stated that the time is not ideal to urge for the restoration of Israeli-Palestinian peace talks, which overhauled in 2014. Washington has shown a reluctance to take action on a matter that threatens Israel's shaky coalition.